Hey everybody, welcome to another LiveLikeTim.com TV episode. Today, I'm going to be switching gears on you and talking about my passion, Judo. I'm here with Alex Higley. And Alex, what's your company name?
My company is Optimal Advertising Solutions.
He is great with video. What else do you do for that?
I do videography. I also do digital signage, advertising. So if anyone needs any screens set up in their establishment, we can do some marketing, advertising on those screens for them.
Great. So check Alex out. He's going to be helping me out today. And we are going through just a few very simple, basic principles of Judo. We're not going to be talking about the techniques quite yet, just things like stance, gripping, movement patterns, things like that. I'm here today at Team Quest Encinitas. I teach both the kids and the adults class. You can check us out at teamquestencinitas.com. For those of you that aren't familiar with Judo, the basic idea is to take our partner from a standing position and then throw them onto the ground with force and control, usually trying to put them onto their back. And then we transition into mat work, such as pins, chokes, and arm bars. The first thing we're going to be talking about is our stance. The way that you address your partner is not going to be flush and square, it's going to be slightly off-center. So if you're right-handed, you're going to take your right hand and your right foot and go just a little bit off-center, about a half to a full foot. If you're left-handed, you're probably going to want to switch to the left side, so you're going to go left foot forward and left hand forward. You're going to be up on your toes a little bit, and you're going to have a nice bend in your knees and your hips. We're also going to have our shoulders and our feet at about the same width, so that way we're on a nice stable base. Elbows are going to be up and out away from your body, and you're going to have your hands to do our windshield wipers. This is going to be our main defense for blocking people when they come in to grip us. Gripping is the first step in off-balancing our partner and then throwing them to the ground with force and control. So our basic stance is going to be right hand and right foot forward against his right hand and right foot forward. So my forward hand is going to be gripping his lapel, and my rear hand is going to be gripping his arm, just like this. This is going to be our standard traditional grip. Another common grip is going to be the top grip or the back slap. That's where instead of taking my hand and grabbing the lapel, I'm going to be taking my power hand, which is always my forward hand, and grabbing over the back, sometimes grabbing a chunk of gi. I can also grab the back of the neck as well. I also will be keeping my elbow down. That way I have some protection if he's coming in to try to get close to my body. I can keep him away. And I use my hand and my elbow to pull and push my partner's center of gravity around. Now that we know a couple basic grips, we're going to go into how to off-balance our partner and then how to keep our own balance so we don't get thrown ourselves. There are a few main ways to off-balance your partner. Of course, if you're going to be defensive, you want to stay away from getting put into these positions. The first thing we're going to talk about is our feet. Our feet need to be, like I said, about shoulder width. We also don't want to be too far forward or too narrow with our feet. You can tell that Alex is very off balance just by bringing his feet together. Another common mistake is when people are too square to their partner and they bend over at the waist. I should be nice and upright with my head up. I always say if you want to be number 1 in the tournament, stand like number 1, and if you want to be number 7 in the tournament, stand like number 7. So you can see from this position, he's really off balance over his toes. A few easy throws when your partner is bent over and their toes are square are going to be dropping upon Seoinage or Marote Seoinage, Tayatoshi, Uchimata, or Kataguruma. Thanks for joining me here at Team Quest Encinitas. Come check out my adult or kids judo class. We also have a lot of other classes like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, CrossFit, Muay Thai, boxing, you name it, it's probably here. I'll see you next time when we talk a little bit more in depth about throws and gripping and off balancing.